On a live First Alert forecast.
With all eyes on Thursday, I want to continue to update and give you the latest of what we know. And really, most of the forecast for tomorrow is unchanged. We do know that the environment still really favors those chances for severe weather. That timing might be something that goes against us between about 9 p.m. tomorrow night to about 1 a.m. Friday. Most of that energy starts to drop off after about 1 to 2 a.m. But at that time, again, already starting to lose some of those chances just because of how awkward that timing is. So really, an unchanged forecast, low probability, but where those storms could potentially end up do have the potential to be highly impactful. Now, the one change compared to yesterday is that the Storm Prediction Center has included some parts of 21 country in this level 3 enhanced risk. Most likely, the reason for this is because of a line of storms expected to form across mainly Wisconsin, but then as it moves across Lake Michigan, we could start to see an actual line of storms form. And if it does travel a little bit farther south, it could brush portions of northern Indiana. But most likely, those storms should stay to the north. And if that's the case, our only real threat here will be if there are pop-up, isolated severe storms, not really much of anything else. There is not another line associated with this system. So in terms of the breakdown of the severe weather threats, tornado, it's a low but still possible chance, again, where those cells can actually pop up. Now, the main concerns look like that it'll mostly just be between an enhanced risk for stronger wind gusts and also an enhanced risk and a significant enhanced risk for hail, basically meaning that the chance for hail could yield some larger hailstones falling in those thunderstorm cells. But again, we aren't expecting a line of storms to arrive. We're pretty much at the mercy of where those storms can pop up. In terms of energy, well, there's definitely some energy at least somewhere in Indiana, but it doesn't really look like by the time we get towards tomorrow night, it really won't be across most of 21 countries. So how much do we have to work with? How much can we actually help these storms actually start to fire off? Well, it's fairly hard because we lose that energy quickly as we go over the last few hours of the night tomorrow night. And by the time we get to about 1, 2 a.m., that energy is gone. By Friday morning, we're pretty much talking about nothing. So what does that look like on the future track? Well, as we get into the earlier parts of the evening, getting closer towards about dinner time, you can start to see where some of those showers and storms start to fire off in Wisconsin. Then there's that line forming across the Great Lakes, but it pretty much spans as far south as maybe Chicago, but most of that line just stays north of northern Indiana. So most of those showers and storms expected to just be widespread across Wisconsin and Michigan, not really impacting Indiana at all, which pretty much just means that if the cap can hold up throughout the storms, that will limit the chances for isolated pop-up storms here locally. So widespread storms, unlikely, most of which should stay north of 21 country. LaGrange and Steuben counties will have to be a little bit vigilant because of the fact that if it does trend a little bit farther south, we could start to see some parts get affected. Outside of that, really wherever that cap can break is where those isolated strong storms and wind gusts will be. As for the rest of your First Alert 7-day forecast, temperatures staying into the 80s on Friday. There is another threat for severe storms on Friday, but it does trend farther south. So again, not really much of a concern. A cooler but sunny weekend.
All right, Michael, thank you.